So we're doing the next topic again of the domain and the range of trigonometric functions. So first of all, to understand domain and range, you have heard about this word in the relations and functions. Okay. So even though we have not yet done the topic here, I will roughly explain what is the domain and the range with the help of an example, and then we can understand this topic clearly. Okay. So here, what is domain and the range? Suppose if I tell any random function, that is f of x, is a function of a variable such as it is defined as 1 by x. Okay, it is defined as 1 by x, and x values are taken from minus 1 to plus 1. Okay, minus 1 to plus 1, it is taken from that particular set of values. Minus 1, what is it? Minus 1, 0.9, minus 0.9, 0.8, like that. Then 0, then 1, 2, 3, 0.9 to 1, like that. All the numbers present in between 0, minus 1 to plus 1. So from where we are taking the values is called as the domain. Okay? From where we are taking those values is called as the domain. And the range means for whatever value this particular function is defined or meaningful. For among these values, for which function this is meaningful, such a thing is called as the range. Okay? Now, how can I define the range? You all understood what is the domain, right? From where I am taking the things. That's what's called as domain. I can simply tell real set of real numbers also, not just minus 1 and plus 1. Set of real numbers also I can take anything. From wherever I am just taking the values, that thing is called as a domain. Now, what is the range? The range is like from here if I tell minus 1 if I substitute, okay, it will be minus 1. It is meaningful value, I got it. Then 0.9 also, I get a meaningful value, some 0 point something will get it. Okay, like that only plus 1 also. Until plus 1 also, I will get a meaningful value. What if I substitute x as 0, which is in between this values? Agree or not? What will happen? It is not defined. If I substitute 0, it will be not defined. Agree or not? This particular function is not defined for this, which cannot be found out or which is not meaningful. Yes, so such a thing which has to be excluded from the range. The range is a place, range is a set of values where the given function is valid. If it is not defined, that should be excluded away from the range. Understood? So range is from here, if I tell the range will be from minus 1, ranging from minus 1, that is f of x, if I write it here, from this one to plus 1 if it is there, provided that x is not equal to 0. Okay? This x should not be equal to 0, which means if I detailedly tell the range, it will go from minus 1 to plus 1. That is, x is not given as 0. Okay? So this is what rough idea of range I will give you all with the help of one example. Okay? We will move on with the trigonometric examples from now. Yeah? So I want you all to keep that particular table of standard angles, values of the 30 degree, 60 degree, etc. All that values open so that you will understand what I am trying to tell. So here, let me check what is this first function, is sine of x. First function I am taking is the sine of x, that is sine x. Domain of that, you can see from where the values are picked from that. Isn't it ranging between minus 1 and plus 1 itself? Agree or not? It is not going above 2, above 1. Yes or no? It is not going below minus 1 also. It is there to 3 by 2 something or 1 by 2, 0.5 like that. It will not go above 1 or below minus 1. So that is called as the domain, and that itself is the range for which that all functions are valid or meaningful. Okay? So that is the range for sine function, which is same that for cos function as well. You can check and see. Domain and the range for sine and cos are one and the same. Minus 1 to plus 1. Yeah. So now, what is this x? That is, x is nothing but an angle. Agree or not? X is nothing but an angle. That should vary from, for sine it is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay. So angle x will vary from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Whereas for cos, it will vary from 0 to pi. Okay. 0 to pi. Minus cos of pi is not defined. So this range you will understand much more clear when we move on to the next year topic. Okay, for now it is roughly This one you know this the range is minus 1 to plus 1. That's all you remember. Okay, for now that much is now. So then for tan, it will vary from minus infinity to plus infinity. Check the table if you want. Yes, it is varying from minus infinity to plus infinity. We have the values up to infinity also. That is not defined. The last one. So this is the range, except for what it is not defined. You check odd multiple of pi by 2. Pi by 2 it is defined. Tan. What is tan pi by 2? That's tan 90. Not defined. Correct, no? So which means except for the odd multiple of pi by 2, odd multiple of 90, rest everywhere tan is defined for minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay? Except for odd multiple of 90. That is 3 pi by 2. It is not defined. Which means I need not go on finding it. I can simply tell what is tan 3 pi by 2. It's not defined. What is tan 7 pi by 2? Not defined. Understood my point? Okay? So except for the odd multiple of pi by 2, all the other things it is defined and has a particular value. Next, move on to the chord. Everything, all the others from minus infinity to plus infinity, except any multiple of pi. Any multiple of pi. You can check in that. Pi is also there, present in your textbook. Correct? Pi and the 2 pi are the values which is new learned for you this year. So in that one pi you can see it is not defined for chord. Yes? Is it there? Is it there? It's not there. Still where? Oh, little tan. Tan. Okay, tan pi how much? What is tan pi? 0. What is chord? 1 by tan. Is it defined? 1 by 0 is not defined. You understood my point? Okay. Here, odd multiple means 2n plus 1 of pi by 2. This is not defined for tan. Here, n into pi is not defined for chord. Any multiple of pi is not defined for chord. Okay. Next, secant x, all real numbers except the odd multiples of pi by 2. All real numbers again means from the not from minus infinity to plus infinity. It will be the real numbers from 0 to 1. Okay, it starts from that. Just write it as all real numbers except odd multiple of pi by 2. You can see odd multiple of pi by 2 for secant is what? It's not defined. Check and see. It's not there. What is cos odd multiple? 0. So obviously 1 by 0 is not defined. Agree? Understood my point? Then that way they can ask a multiple choice question that is in the comparative level. You can see that such simple question won't be asked, but somewhere in a bigger question, this particular thing will be present. Secant of 13 pi by 2. You know it is not defined. Yeah. So the final answer also, it is, imagine there is a huge chain of trigonometric functions, and all are multiplied together. Somewhere in between, you find this sign secant 13 pi by 2. The final answer also will be a not defined. Just by looking at secant 13 pi by 2, the answer somewhere if you find not defined, just mark it. But done with the answer. Okay, that is checking the basic most like idea of this, like whether you know this thing or how is it ranging, whether it is defined in that particular range or not. Yeah. So this is why this thing finds little applicable for it. So, last one, cosecant, all real numbers except any multiple of pi. Any multiple of pi. Cosecant is there? Not there. So sine is there. Sine pi is how much? 0. So 1 by sine is not defined for pi. Understood? So this is how the things will work for range and domain, and this is how helpful it will be. Clear? So quickly note down that, then I will explain the graph now. So now, to see how this particular sine function will vary along with the graph, okay? How it will vary. Why that is called as a sine function? Because there is something called as a sinusoidal wave. Have you heard about it? Not okay. Maybe in the physics topic is yet to be done, waves. In that you have something called as sinusoidal wave, which varies as ups and downs, ups and downs. That's it. Okay? Such a thing, that's why it is called as a sine function. Okay? So in such a way, what will I do here is, imagine, I can see in the values of that table itself. First, what is the value for sine 0? 0, mark it. Okay. What is the value for sine pi by 2? 1. So 1 is here, I mark it. Okay. Then comes up that many other values. You can see that after sine pi by 2, if you are checking in that one, it reduces. Yes or no? the value is reducing. From here to here, the value increases to 1. Then again value falls and pi is 0 back again. Correct? So this is how this particular thing revolutes from, see if I tell here, is the Cartesian coordinate system, 0 to 90 degrees or pi by 2. Yes, 0 to 90 degree pi by 2. On pi 2, this is 180 degree. This one here. From 0 to 90, it will rotate from here to value, from here to here and reach up to 1. Okay, this particular one here will reach. Then after that, once again it will reduce from here to here and fall out. This is one revolution is completed here. This particular revolution is completed. Then to the other set of revolution, it revolves after 180, it becomes negative. Okay, that is negative of 1 here, it reduces and it goes up to 0 again. It repeats itself after one full revolution. That is from here to here pi by 2, then again it comes here like this to pi, then full revolution. This is one full revolution of a sine. Okay, still if you go on, it will go on in that. If I come to the other side minus pi by 2, it will be the same way again. Go on. Okay, so this is how this particular sine will look like. And where do it right here? Is there? It's actually like this. Okay. But always this distances, whatever the distance is in this one, will be same as that of this one. Which means every set is repeated after equal interval of time. Understood? So it is not like this. A sine wave is not like this. It's not like this. Okay, it is completely all the heights and this one is exactly the same. So that is how this particular sine function can be defined in terms of a graph. Similarly, cos function, it's at 0 what it is, check and see. Isn't it 1? Yes. So it starts from 1 and reduces to this point here and then it goes on in this way. It is also a sine wave but which starts at 1 and then it reduces here. Okay, just the sine wave and it goes in this way. Clear? So this graph will be helpful for you to determine which is what graph. Like suppose if they give the set of graphs in the options, you have an answer for it. Clear? That is how. Then this tan function. Check and see. What is the value for 0? Tan 0 is 0. Then it slowly goes on increasing till pi by 2 it is infinity or not. Yes, or it just goes on that way. It does not cross that pi by 2 rate. Agree? In the other side also, it does not cross this minus pi by 2 rate. It is going from minus infinity to plus infinity. Correct? So that we know that the range is also minus infinity to plus infinity. Then the same graph is repeated at the pi range again. Tan pi is 0. Again it repeats. Understood? So this is a tan graph. The chord graph is also exactly the same, just that it starts from the other side. Like this. You can see in your textbook if you have it. Yes. The chord graph is going to start from the other direction as that of the tan. Clear? So can you easily understand what it means? Then the secant one. Secant, it starts from 1. It goes on increasing the either sides. At pi by 2 it is not defined. Yes? Check and see the values. Correct? It starts from 1. It goes on. What is this secant 0? What is secant? Secant 0 is not defined. Cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So 1 by 1 is 1 by 2. So this is 1. It starts from 1. Goes on till minus infinity to this side also. The other. This same thing is repeated the other set of interval from pi. It goes on the other way as well. It's like this here and then here again it goes on together. Okay? The same way, then last function that is tan chord secant and cosecant. Cosecant also goes in the same way, but it starts from what? What is the value? Infinity. Correct? No? It starts from that. Check and see. You have the graph with you. It starts from the not defined value from here and then it goes on the other. One step ahead of secant. Yes? Okay? Which means you already know that the secant and cosecant are complementary functions. It is 90 more than that of the secant. Tan and cot are complementary functions. They are 90 more than that of tan function. Sin and cos 90 more than that. That means each of them have a lag or a difference of 90 degrees. That's why they are called as complementary functions. Yes, sir. Understood? They have a lag, either maybe more or less. That is, sine is lagging behind by 90 degree to cos, or cos is 90 degree faster than that of sine. Same way corresponding functions. Okay, so there are many topics which I have explained. I mean, many things I have told here. Please note down the things. Okay, in case all of a sudden you could not note down, pause the video, rewind it again, and then again you note it down. So all many points I have told. So please make a note of all of these things. The questions will be based on this again. Okay.